Like
We
even
love
before
hip
we get
hop.
into some other questions, something that we do have in common is when you started going through the system, I was going through the system around the same time. Can you still hear?
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah, I was like it was in 2010 that I was doing my time. So I was there during the time when everything was changing. The double bunking was starting to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they were getting ready to think about closing down Millhaven and all that stuff. So I could really relate to what was going on to you as far as the changes, right? But what other changes has
Yeah.
happened since then? Like I know double bunking was a big deal and there was riots and all that. Like has it gotten worse?
By the time so when you were in 2010, I was in the bucket. I was still provincial, still
Yes.
going through my trial and shit or prelim and all that shit. But by the time I made it to the federal system, I was like late 2000 or mid 2013, and they were just like having like workup was done, the whole core can situation. J Unit, there was no double bunking when I got there.
Right.
They were having like miniature riots, nothing major. I wasn't there for nothing major. Like man would just butt up cells on the range and simple stuff like that. Blockers up. That's a regular situation.
Yep.
That type of thing.
So
So
like
I missed a lot of the good stuff. I heard there was like drives, fried chicken, KFC, pizza. I didn't make it for none of that good shit.
yeah, when I was over there at Frontenac, we used to be able to have like a certain amount of cash on hand, and from that you can use it to order food and stuff like that, and you can combine with the next man to order your food because you're not allowed to have over a certain amount, right? So there was like stuff like that
Yeah.
that was. But let's fast forward. Like there's a pandemic going on, so I'm sure a lot of shit has changed with the pandemic.
Yeah, but I believe you can still do that shit in Frontenac and Fenbrook and all that type of shit. You have your grocery money, which is a little bit separate from your actual Bantine money,
Yes. But like now we're in
And
COVID times. Is everybody masked up, or is it like guards? Like how's the conditions now with COVID?
oh man, the whole scenario is like it's by the fly. It's like every day they don't know what they're doing, but they're trying and like the boy them should be wearing their masks. To my understanding, they're required to wear their mask
Right.
because we ain't gonna contract no COVID unless they bring it in. They have to bring it into place.
Exactly.
So they should be by protocol wearing their mask. But the whole situation is like in array right now. Units are all blocked off. It's one unit at a time.
Wow.
There's not really as much movement. I don't know. The last time I haven't seen a weight pit in months. There's no gym like that. Like movement is all strained. For those that are trying to like better themselves educational wise, the days have been dumbed down. Just now they came with a more regular routine, which is still not a regular routine where guys have one day. Each unit has a one day where they have movement, and even then the movement's restrained, and restricted. So guys can go to school, but not really too much is happening at the school library in regards to like signing out books and hitting up a computer and shit. Like everything is out of whack with this whole bovis shit. Has visitations done. Like before, if you look at VNC over here, I don't know about in any other institutions personally, but over here right now, VNC visiting, it looks like a crime scene, like yellow taped off and you can't sit within 6 feet or whatever from your visitor, no hugging,
Wow.
They have to be coming from what's the worst? The gray, if you're in a gray zone, that's the bad zone right now or something? A gray area? Yeah, if your people are coming from a
red zone, I think it's called. When you're
red zone?
Yeah.
Okay, so if your people are coming from somewhere like that, they can't even get into place, but then even now, that's even shut down. Now it's just like video visits, over a screen and shit. So people are not really getting too much contact with their people on the roadside.
That's crazy. That you know what? Because being able, when you get to the pen and you're able to at least be in the same room with your people and stuff like that for visits, that means a lot. So like, what has that done to like your mental state and like some of the people you've seen around you? Hope you're enjoying the video. Do me a quick favor while you're here and smash that like button so we can break the algorithm, and join the comment gang and subscribe. It's free.
Fuck. I see like the fact that people can't get it now. it put a mental strain on enough guys. Like guys, I didn't know it was that serious. Like honestly, for me, it's a big thing. But like I've always been a loner amongst people, you know. So I can go years without you know any like support like that. Whoever really supports me is always gonna be there. I can always reach out to them and it'll be the same. But like people have come and gone in my life regular, you know. It comes with the territory when you're going through these type of things, you know. People they fall off, you lose contact with people, you know, like things become strained, relationships become strained. So I've gone through years at a time without visitation sometimes, you know, and then sometimes it's like the visitation is super frequent, so it doesn't really bother me, but I see the way it affects other people in the place. And like man hears his PFVs, his trailer's getting canceled, the man's losing his mind. Like he's running jokes about he's gonna string up, but like to a man like me, like that's not really a joke, you know. That's like, whoa, like fam, like relax, like it's not that serious, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch those talks.
Yeah, you gotta watch those talks.
And if you say that
crazy.
around a guard, oh my God, like they're gonna put you in a different suit and all that type of thing, and
you're done. You're hitting up the dolly. You're getting put in the dolly dress, kidnapped.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But visits definitely affect people's psyche, you know. It does people's time, you know, to be able to touch someone, you know.
Of course.
Be around someone, you know.
Of course. And like before federal, right? You were in provincial, and how long were you in provincial for?
Like 2.5 years.
So people say, and I know back them times, the Dawn was open and stuff like that, like, and it's still gladiator school, like for all of the places, but like, how was it? Like, what was provincial like? Because I know it's fucking crazy in there.
I didn't make it to the Dawn. I started my bid in the West, and then probably the second day, you know, fucking out in the yard, I got into a little small laws, you know, nothing serious. And then maybe a week or so later than that, I got transferred over to the Hearst, and I did the rest of my time over there, you know.
Yeah.
But there's so much. There was like, I don't really do the whole long talking and stuff, but there was a lot of poly going on, and you know, man are cracking off ranges, man are getting cracked off ranges, and man would do the beacon and make the shit more public than it needs to be. And then, you know, like now I have on contacts because man are when they get beat or they leave the range or something, they're giving up talks, you know, and even when stuff has nothing to do with people, they're just throwing man's name in the mix, and now I have no contact orders on me from people I don't even know. Like I have a list of them. It wasn't until I came to the pen now and I'd be like, yo, listen, I don't know that guy. I have no problems with that guy. I don't know that guy. To wipe it off so that I'm more frequent. I can frequent other places, you know, because it puts a lot of restrictions on you. So like I couldn't even make it to the Dawn. Like me and my co-accused, we got a judge's order to be able to go to the Dawn. So it'd be easier for us in our trial to make it a high court, which is downtown 361 University, you know. So it's hard every day. We're going from Maplehurst all the way in Milton, you know. It's like by the time we make it back, we're mentally strained, we're physically drained, you know, like we're tired, we're exhausted, we're getting cold bagels, milk.
Yeah, you're coming back late at night.
Late at night, you know what I'm saying, just to catch a quick shower, quick fresh, and then we're back at it again tomorrow. So it would have been easier for relieving from the biddy itself and going from the Dawn or something like that that's in the place, you know. We tried to get a judge's order. With a judge's order, still couldn't get through just because of all the non-contact orders, man, we're putting on us. I don't know if there was kites being involved on top of that.
Yeah.
But we tried to take, but we never made it to the Dawn though.
Wow. The Hearst
has it's just like it's jail, you know. Ups and downs. It has its perks. Guards are goofs. You have a 1-2 that try to play the cool guy role at the end of the day with a certain man, and business as usual is jail, you know.
Well, for sure.
Never get too comfortable.
With you had so much music out by the time that you had a good set of music out by the time. I can't say so much because so much more came out after you were inside, right? But you had a lot of music out before, and I'm sure some of the guards were like, "Yo, I've been bumping your shit. Wagwan, were you here?"
Yeah.
No? Or
they would do that. You know, there was a specific guard in the Hearst. His name was Rob. Whoever knows, you know, he used to work 9-pod, you know, and he would come with and fucking spit the bars to me regular. Mobster music was one that he would spit to me regular. Niggas on the range would be like, yo, what the fuck, man? That's your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I try not to, like, make it too, because if he sees me getting giddy or something, you know what I'm saying, he's probably going to, like, take it away and go on extra friendly with me. And I ain't trying to be no too friendly with a guard. Like, that's so weird, you know?
It's weird, but they're fans too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go back to their hood,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, do whatever they do, and you know, they're like, you gotta listen to music. They're listening to you, nigga.
Yeah, you dealt with me all right, though. We were cordial, you know. We had an all right understanding. He wasn't goofy towards me, you know what I'm saying? Even though at the end of the day, they're all goofs, right? But he dealt with me like a human, you know those?
Mm-hmm.
Enough guards don't come to just do their job. They come to take out whatever the fuck's going on and stress in their life. They come try to take it out on man. They don't look at us like humans. They look at us lesser than, you know?
Yep, for $60 an hour overtime. I know.
No, for sure.
No,
Trying to get that danger pay too. Try to draw you out. Try to make you fucking flare up and try to swing on them. Get that danger pay, that extra overtime, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yo, fam. Like I said, I've done baby time. Okay, so I'm gonna put that out there. But I can relate from the little space of time that I did. You know what I mean? The way that the system and everything is like structured. It's very crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.